Make sure I hit the like button. Drop a FU in the comments. If you don't feel like commenting, drop a FU. It's the least you can do. All right. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. FiskViciousBlue. BigFiskVicious if you want to get a head start on the mental health channel. Whatever. All right. Make sure I do all that. That being said, just finished recording a Malik Nabers video comparing him to rookie Odell Beckham, And it got me thinking. The best Giants receivers I've seen in my lifetime, 35 years old. All right. And I've been basically paying attention to the Giants since Eli Manning's rookie year, which was been my freshman year in high school, 2004. Yeah, that's my freshman year of high school. So I've really been paying attention to football since ESPN 2K5, T.O. on the cover. All right, that's as far as my knowledge of football goes because it's when I started caring. I didn't care about football, and as a kid, I watched my dad basically throw shit at the TV. But so I watched the games, but I didn't care. I didn't care till my senior year of high school. So since freshman year of high school. So since my freshman year of high school, I've seen Amani Toomer, I've seen Plex, seen Steve Smith, I've seen Odell Nabers, I've seen Mario Manningham. Can't forget about the Super Bowl winning Mario Manningham. I've seen Cruz, Nicks. I've seen that bum ass nigga Tony. I've even survived the Darius Slayton drops. All right, you know what I'm saying? I even watched us try to sign Brandon Marshall, that bum ass nigga. So it's like I done seen a lot of Giants receivers. Sterling Shepard, I have. But I gotta say, if we gonna rank these receivers, I might offend a couple people. All right, and I'm not even trying to be controversial with this list. I'm just keeping it $150. All right, this ain't about stats and none. This just about I watch this team every Sunday. These are the receivers that I felt most confident in as a Giants fan, okay? Number one is obviously going to be Odell Beckham. He's the greatest receiver in the history of the franchise. It's not even close. All right, I love all these dudes, but like Odell Beckham in his prime was a different kind of monster. It's like, let's stop the cat. I know he went to Cleveland, didn't do too well. Hell, he was going to be Super Bowl MVP for the Rams till he got hurt. Odell Beckham in his prime is probably one of the greatest receivers I've ever seen in my life. So Odell Beckham is number one with a bullet. I'm not even listening to anybody who debates that. So if you debate that in my comment section, I'm just going to ignore the comment. I'm not entertaining anybody who says Odell Beckham isn't the greatest receiver in Giants history. I'm not even entertaining it. Second, okay, it's got to be Plaxico. Got to be big Plaxico Burress. First of all, he was an Eagle killer, so that's got to count for something. Second of all, the dude went to Lambeau and shitted on a whole Pro Bowl secondary. Nick Collins, Atari Bigby, Al Harris, Charles Woodson, they all got smoked in that Ice Bowl in the NFC Championship game in 2007. Some of y'all might be too young to remember that because that's 18 years ago. Oh my gosh, that's 18 years ago. But Atari Bigby, freaking Nick Collins, Charles Woodson, Al Harris, bro, I put it to you this way. Madden 08 was the first year that EA Sports put the icons on the field. I'm dating myself, but just bear with me in this history lesson. That was the first year Madden had icons on the field. So if you was Sean Taylor, you had the hammer because you hit hard. If you was Randy Moss, you had the shoe with the wings on it because you was fast. You get what I'm saying? Plaxico Burress had the spec catch animation, whatever. The point is, that Green Bay secondary, everybody had an icon. Bigby had the hammer. Woodson and Al Harris had locks because they were shut down corners. And then Nick Collins had the light bulb. The whole secondary was 90 plus. I'm trying to hammer my point across. Plaxico shitted on all four of them niggas. All four of them couldn't guard Plaxico. It didn't matter which Pro Bowl corner you put on Plaxico. Everybody got smoked that game. Atari Bigby was up there with Sean Taylor back in the day as far as like dudes that was known for hitting dudes. Atari Bigby hit Plaxico with his best shot in the first quarter of that game. Plaxico got up smiling. He took the soul out that secondary in the first quarter. I love Plaxico to this day. And don't even start it on the Super Bowl when he caught the game-winning touchdown. Like, nah, yo, Plaxico, love Plaxico to death. And them Eagle games where he would just shit on the Eagles. Oh, Lito Shepherd, Sheldon Brown, Brian Dawkins. They couldn't do nothing with Plaxico Burress back in the days. But anyway, number 3. Moving on to number 3. Gotta be Hakeem Nicks. 2011, that playoff run where he caught that ball against Atlanta in the wild card, ran it in for a touchdown. He had that play, the Hail Mary catch on Green Bay right before the half, where he caught that ball on like 4 Packer defenders in the back of the end zone. Remember the Hail Mary play at the end of the Green Bay game? He had that play in the Super Bowl. He had a mean play in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. I want to say it was the same drive as the Manningham drive. I forgot what it was. But he caught a mean ball in the middle of the field. I think he took a hit too. I forgot what it was, but Nicks definitely had a monster catch in that Super Bowl. I think it was the game-winning drive. I think it was. I got to go back and rewatch that. But Nicks, he was hurt a lot. He was. I really wish he would have took the contract we gave him. But I think he wanted more money than Cruz. Because he was better than Cruz. Like, Plaxico was better than Cruz, but we couldn't pay him more than, like, he was hurt too much. It was hard to give him more money than Cruz, even though he was a better receiver than Cruz. But we weren't paying him more than Cruz. All right, he got hurt. He went to the Colts. His career died, and I ain't seen that nigga since. But shout out to Hakeem Nicks. He a North Carolina dude, too. Shout out to Hakeem Nicks. And then we got Malik Nabers. I got Malik Nabers 4th. I do. I got Malik Nabers 4th. I think this kid is going to be a Hall of Famer. I think he's going to be the next Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. We're going to be talking about Malik Nabers as a top 3 receiver for the next decade, next 12 years. When you do your fantasy drafts, you're going to say Chase, Nabers, Jefferson. He's going to be right there. He's prototype. Typical great receiver. Like, it's the best way I can sum it up. He does everything great. He's explosive. He has playmaking ability. He could run the route tree. He's not a midget either. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I love Nabers. And he set every Giants rookie receiving record with no quarterback. Even though Eli Manning was on the downside with Odell Beckham as a rookie, I've ever had washed up Eli Manning than the shit that Daniel Jones and Drew Lock was throwing to Malik Nabers. So there's that. So shout out to Nabers. Then we got at 5. I'm going to go ahead and put Victor Cruz at 5. I'm going to put Cruz at 5, man. Cruz held it down. First freaking game in his career ever. He shitted on the Jets. That's got to go for some. He had to shut out Rex Ryan. Salsa Dance had everybody in New York lit. He definitely played a key role in that Super Bowl run. I'm disappointed he took the money and went to Chicago, but it is what it is. Here's the thing. There's probably a receiver better than this next receiver, and I'm going to end the list on this. There's definitely a receiver. I'm sure Amani Toomer's better than him. Sterling Shepard's probably better than him. I get it. But Manningham caught that ball in the Super Bowl, bro. Manningham caught that damn ball. Manningham dropped a lot of passes. Manningham is Darius Slayton with a clutch gene. That's what Mario Manningham is. Mario Manningham is literally Darius Slayton with a clutch gene. See, Darius Slayton drops all the balls in the fourth quarter that Mario Manningham used to catch. Mario Manningham dropped everything from quarters 1 through 3. We did not know if Manningham was going to catch the ball or drop it. But every fourth quarter, whether it's the NFC Championship game against the 49ers, the Super Bowl versus the Patriots, whenever you actually needed Mario Manningham, he caught the damn ball. So I'm always going to have love for Mario Manningham. It's a shame he had to go to the 49ers, but we couldn't pay him and Nicks, and Cruz. So it is what it is. But gotta give respect to Mario Manningham. All right, he's basically Darius Slayton with a clutch gene. So he wasn't the greatest receiver, but he was there when we needed him. So shout out to my guy Mario Manningham. Them is the 6 best receivers I've ever seen as a Giant. Obviously, if I was gonna keep going, we got Amani Toomer, we got Sterling Shepard. That 1 year with Steve Smith was straight. There's other receivers, but that's pretty much the big 6. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the big 6. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. That's it. That's all. Hit the like button, the sub button, drop the FUs in the comments if you rockin' with me. My name is FiskVicious, and I approve this message.